Hey everybody, Plushkits here, and this is the first episode of my Mario Wonder hype series. A few days ago, I did a poll asking you guys whether or not I should do a series where I play all the 2D Mario games that I own or have access to. Just ones that I'm able to play, and all of you who voted said that I should. Yeah, here we are. So naturally, we're going to start off with Mario 1. And I don't actually know, like, how I'm going to, like, split this series up because most of these games are pretty short. Most of the 2D Mario games are pretty short. They aren't known for being super long. But they're long enough for me. To, not want to beat in one sitting. Because this game right here, I'm gonna try and beat in one sitting. But like for games like Mario World and Mario 3, those games are, again, not necessarily long, but they're long enough for me like to want to like split them up into multiple videos. Because like for like Mario 3, I can beat in one sitting, and I've done it before, but I just don't really like want to be like recording for a long period of time. So if you guys want, you can leave your suggestions in the comments, and I'll try and figure something out. But I'm playing this on my DS because I don't have. Well, I can play it on my Switch, but I can't because I don't have a Nintendo Switch Online membership. So, and this is the only other thing that I have this game on, so we're just gonna have to play it on here. I'm actually like turn up the volume a little bit because I don't know if you guys can hear the. Okay, wow. I don't know if you guys can hear the game, so yeah, that's why I did that. But yeah, the purpose of this series is to get ready for Mario Wonder, which comes out which comes out later this month, like October 20th, I think. And yeah, and I want to do the series so I can like hyped up for it. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully this won't take me too long because, like I said earlier, I don't really want to be recording for a long period of time. Especially like when it comes to playing a short game like this. But I guess we'll see. I don't think I'll have to split this up into another video. I don't really want to, but again, we'll see. Over the summer, I've been playing like some of the older classic 2D Mario games, like this game right here, Mario 2, Mario 3, Mario World, Yoshi's Island for the SNES. Because I wanted to get better at them, because like you see all these people on the internet like beating these games in short periods of time, and before I used to like be pretty bad at these games. I would not be able to beat them. I used to not be able to beat them, and that's why I want to start playing them so I could like get better at them and actually like have fun with these games and not have to worry about getting mad because I can't get past like the first set of levels. Well, in this game I can get past the first set of levels. Before I used to start having problems around like World 4 and Mario 2. I'm just not good at it all. Even like despite the amount of times I've played Mario 2, I'm just not that good, which you will see at some point. I say at some point, like when I'm done with this game, that's when I'll play Mario 2, and you're gonna see how bad I am at that game. Because Mario 2 And I'm referring to the US version, not the Japan version, by the way. But with Mario 2, there's only 7 worlds, and I start having problems usually around like World 4. I can beat the first 3 like just fine. I can beat the first 3 just fine, with little to no problems. It's around World 4 where my true colors start to show when it comes to Mario 2, and yeah, it can be pretty frustrating, to be honest. And yeah, so hopefully we won't have too many problems when I play it for the channel, because that would be pretty annoying for one, and pretty embarrassing. Hopefully I'll be able to get another Nintendo Switch Online membership, so I can play these games on a bigger screen. And I just think it would be more enjoyable and less of a pain to play, because right now I'm like laying on my stomach, so I can like play this properly without like my hands getting in the way. And it's not the most comfortable position, if I'm being honest. So far I've been recording for 9 minutes, and we're already about to beat the 3rd world, so I'd say we're making, oh wow, that was close. I'd say we're making pretty good time, which is good. By the way, if you're wondering like what these like little edits are that I'm doing, and these little cuts, these are basically just parts that I'm editing out where I have like nothing to, or like if I'm in the middle of a sentence and I just have like a awkward pause, and I want you guys to sit there while I'm just, you know, just thinking of what I want to say. You know, I think it would be pretty awkward for both of us. So, you know, I'm just cutting parts out that I don't really have too much to say about, or I don't have anything to say at all. I haven't died once, and you know, it's probably gonna change in a second just because I said that. Yeah, we're about to be on World 5, and it's only been like 12 minutes since I started recording. So again, we're making pretty good time. And it's not like I care like how long these videos are. I just, again, I don't want to be sitting there for like an hour trying to beat like these games. I mean, it's not like the biggest deal in the world if these videos are longer than I want them to be. It's just I don't want to be sitting. I just don't want to be like recording for a long period of time, as I said earlier. I don't really have like a specific expectation for how long I want these to be. It's just, again, like I said, I don't want to be recording for a long period of time, and sometimes my camera stops recording when I've been recording for too long, so that's another thing that I want to try to avoid. So, yeah. Of course, we will get to a point in the series where I will actually have to start splitting these into different parts. Like, oh, what the heck was that? Like, when we get to the new Super Mario Bros. Games, those games are too long for me to beat in just one sitting, so I'm just gonna split them up. Well, I'm gonna have to. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't. Yeah, I honestly, to be honest, I think my favorite 2D Mario games are the new Super Mario Bros. Games. They're short and fun to beat. Those are like my go-to Mario games whenever when I really want to play some Mario, but I don't really like have a specific type of Mario game I want to play, if that makes sense. So yeah, I play the new Super Mario games pretty often. Like I said, they're easy, they're short, they're fun to beat. Oh, I don't think I mentioned that they were easy, but they are pretty easy. And I don't think that makes them bad. I know some people think that like just because a game is easy, it's automatically bad, and I don't think that's entirely true. If the game is fun, that's all that really matters to me. I don't really care if like a game is too easy, but at the same time, I don't want the game to like hold my hand the whole time. You know what I mean? I want there to be some sort of challenge. But the new Super Mario Bros. Games, there are some challenging levels, like the ghost houses. But really, those are like only challenging on like your first few playthroughs of the game. Eventually, it just becomes muscle memory, like where you're like what paths you're supposed to take and stuff like that. Also, another thing I should probably mention is this will I will not be beating these games 100% just because like that's not my main goal. It's not like what I had in mind when I came up with this series. This was just something that I thought would be fun to do while waiting for Mario Wonder to come out. I don't really care about 100%ing these games and getting all the collectibles and stuff like that. So, yeah, I won't be doing that. I've always considered 6-3 Mario's very first snow level or very first ice level. Just because, you know, obviously because of the white color that's on everything. That's just always stuck with me. I've always just called it that. I've never called it anything else. I've never considered it as anything else. I mean, it's probably snow. I mean, that's really the only thing I can think of. This is the first castle to have Bowser throwing hammers at you. And as a kid, I used to think, like, avoiding that was, like, impossible. Or it was, like, the hardest thing in the world to do. But it's really not. It's just the same as... It's pretty much the same as all the other Bowser fights in this game. You just run under him. The hammers don't really, like... I like to think of the hammers as a distraction. Because... you still beat Bowser the same way. You just throw fireballs at him, or if you're any other Mario, you just run under him. The hammers are just like, they're just there. And I like to think that they're only there just to throw you off or distract you. So you have a hard time beating these. Same thing goes for the Hammer Bros. Like, I used to think those were like the most annoying enemies in Mario history. And maybe in the older games they're a little annoying. But once you figure out like their patterns, because they do have a pattern, as you just saw, then they're not, well, like once you figure that out, they're not too bad. I've always considered World 7 to be like the quickest world to beat. I don't think that makes any sense since all these worlds are like, they have the same amount of levels. But I've always just found myself just cruising through World 7. Especially because, like, I know, like, the type of levels that World 7 has. I mean, like, 7-1 is just a normal level. And then 7-2 is a water level. 7-3 is basically, like, 2-3. And then 7-4 is the castle. By the way, I do want to apologize if my, like, commentary isn't the most interesting or if it's pretty boring, which it probably is. I would be like more like I would sound more enthusiastic, but I'm recording this at night, and obviously I don't want to disturb anyone in the house, so this is just gonna have to be my voice for the time being. I'll try to film the next episode of this series tomorrow, and I'll try to film it during the day, so like my voice can be a little more again, enthusiastic, and I can speak louder. As a kid, I used to think these castles were like pretty difficult. Like starting from castle number 4, because starting in castle number 4, like the castles like start to have like a little like they start to become kind of like a maze. You have to like find the right path, and if you don't, it just takes you back to the start or where you were previously. I don't even know how that happened, but you have to pick the right path, and if you don't, it takes you back to the start or the area that you were previously. And I almost every time I had to look up a tutorial on how to beat these castles, because at the time I didn't have them memorized, and I always found these castles pretty difficult to beat because I could never memorize the right path to take. But castles 5 and castle 6 don't actually have like a required path to take, for at least from what I can tell. So it's really just castles 4, 7, and 8 that you have to remember. And I remember them all now. I have them all memorized, which means I can beat them pretty easily now. Again, I've been playing these games a lot recently, so I know them all pretty well at this point, or by this point. We have 2 levels to go. This is 8-2. One cool thing about this level is that there's a 1-up in this block right here, and no matter how many times you die in this level, like every time you die in this level, it puts you back at the beginning. But that's actually like not too bad. See, like I just died there. That wasn't on purpose or anything, but it's not too bad because you can keep getting that 1-up over and over and over again. So it's not too bad. You know, you can't. From what I can tell, you can't really run out of lives here. I think there's a mushroom on one of these. Oh, it's close. Wow, that was really close. Alright, that's 8-2 done. We're now going to 8-3, the second to last level. I'm ready to beat this game. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to beat this game. I'm tired of laying in this uncomfortable and kind of painful position. Yeah, so like I said, like these guys have a pattern, and once you figure it out, it's easy to just jump up and hit them. You got a mushroom there. There are 2 blocks in this level that give you power-ups. And, this one has one. I was trying to get a fire flower so I could go into the final castle with Fire Mario, but it's fine. Hopefully these guys don't jump. Oh my god. I don't even know how I did that, but that was cool. Alright, carefully jump up here, and there we go. Alright, the final castle. The final castle. I'm ready. There we go. I always think I'm never gonna make that jump, but I do end up making it. There we go. If you never knew how to beat the final castle, then you can learn it from me. All you gotta do is follow along. It's really not too bad. Again, once you have it memorized. I'm saying it like this is my first time playing the game. Oh, what the heck? What the? Okay. I'm trying to get this guy to come over here. There we go. Oh, what? I didn't think that was gonna touch me. Whatever, it's fine, I think. Actually, it's not fine, because now we have this guy to deal with. I have to like time it perfectly so I can run under him. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Lovely. And you're gone. We did it. We beat Mario 1. And it just hit 30 minutes. So yeah, that was Mario 1. Which is... so yeah, that was Mario 1. This is going to mark the end for this first episode of this series that I'm doing. The Mario Wonder Hype series. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys don't mind my boring commentary. I hope you can look past all that and actually enjoy this video, but if not, sorry. I'll try to be more enthusiastic in the next video. But, yeah, bye.